to know whether this is okay. Is this okay? Hello? Is this okay? Hello? Is this okay? Hello? Is the mic okay? Should be the mic. The mic's on. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I think it's okay. Okay. Okay, oh my god. Today's debacle, which is Secret of the Tomb. Like, it's so fast. I have like 176 as tips. That's all I have. Whew. That's all I have. And it's okay. And it's Artem's birthday. Hello. Oh my god. I have the cards. I have two because I want to get an atmospheric or a living memory. So either one. Yeah, but I don't get it. So I will see some. I'll save some for our next event. SOTT. Oh my god, that is so freaking quick. Okay, so the Easter relief finally is happening. Okay, but I want to read the for those who is for the future. I want to reread this teacher scenario. Anyway, I don't think it's a bad movie, but it's no sci-fi masterpiece for sure. And it doesn't it really doesn't have, right? Artem, I want to download this first. If it really doesn't have, or it's Japanese. Right, like this. So Artem is only Korean. Again. Theater racing area. Anyway, I don't think it's a bad movie, but it's not sci-fi masterpiece for sure. I agree. In the theater lounge, Artem and Chu are talking about the movie you just watched together. The Stylish Film Festival has just started, and you are watching one of the most highly rated sci-fi films. Unfortunately, the film is far from what you expected. But time travel is a classic theme in science fiction. It's no easy feat to make it stand out amongst the rest of its kind. Hearing him say that, you suddenly think of another film with the same settings. There are many great works about time travel, for example, About Time, a movie dating back more than 10 years ago. But that's more of a romantic movie. You've probably not seen it, Mr. Wing. Yes, that film might be labeled as a science fiction, but it is more of a romance film. It's about the male protagonist, Tim, trying to use his time-traveling power to find a girlfriend, until finally he won Mary's heart over. It also talks about Tim and his family's past. It is a film that emotionally wins over the audience. You remember that Artem prefers science fiction films, so he probably rarely watches films like this. But you still want to give him a recommendations. I've watched it before, it's good. Artem's answer is a little unexpected. Although the male protagonist can travel through time, the film has many more everyday elements than the sci-fi ones. I don't think you would watch this film. Yes, this film is an exception. I prefer to call it superpower than science fiction. Its main purpose is to drive the story. Although it is a romantic film, the director has a good grasp of its pace and mood. Not to mention, it's captivating. Of course, I also agree with the idea it wants to convey. Artem analyzed the film very seriously. You can see that he has a profound understanding of it. It must have an extraordinary place in Artem's heart for him to praise it so much. Sounds like you like About Time. Yes, I love it. It's one of my favorite films. You are a little relieved to get his affirmative reply. Now I know what to do for Artem's birthday. Artem's birthday is on the 26th of April, which is coming soon, which is today. You got the date from Celestine while chatting with her. She even told you to mention her as your partner in this plan. Artem has been looking after you since you entered the law firm, so even without Celestine's reminder, you would have been prepared to celebrate his birthday. But you didn't know what to do before until now, prompted by this conversation with Artem. If I recreate a scene from the movie to celebrate his birthday, that will surely be very memorable for the famous movie critic Mr. Mockingbird. A plan is shaping up in your mind. What are you thinking about? Why are you in a daze? Oh, nothing. I like the movie and you happen to like it too. It's great. The birthday surprise must be kept secret until the last minute. You can't spoil it now. Does that make you happy? Artem looks calm as usual. Looks like he bought it. Well, of course, liking the same film as you shows that we understand each other as partners. Yes, you're right. Suing, let's talk about the film in detail. Okay. Artem must be oblivious to the birthday plan you have for him. I am so looking forward to Artem's reaction when he sees the surprise. I bet it will be special. Film Museum. A few days later at the Film Museum. Sorry, miss, the museum's filming studio will not be available for bookings during the festival. You want to use the Film Museum studio to recreate a classic scene in About Time for Artem's birthday, but it's not working out in your favor. But I really need it. Is there any other way? If you need to use it urgently, perhaps you can be a volunteer for this festival. Eh? During the festival, the museum needs a lot of help. By volunteering, you can earn volunteer points. She takes out a brochure and hands it to you. Volunteer points can be exchanged for the right to use the studio. They can also be exchanged for special props from the museum. For you to run the studio, I suppose you want to use the set for a shoot. If so, then those props may come in handy. The staff points out the special props listed in the brochure. From old cars and furniture to gyroscopes and old fashioned luggage, they're all props often seen in the classic movies. Are all these props original? You thought it took a lot of points to exchange for the studio, but it was actually the easiest one to get. But a lot of those special items are very expensive. Some of them are original, but most of are replicas. Oh, you also have the window scene from About Time? You're right. Although it is a replica, it is exactly the same as the original. Not only can I rent the venue here, but I can get the props I want. This is perfect. With this in mind, you agree straight away. Okay, I'll sign up. What kind of work does it involve? Welcome to the volunteering team. You only have to issue questionnaires this time. As the organizers, we plan to write a review of the festival, and to do that, we need to collect audience feedback. The feedbacks should include evaluations of the festival, the films, and our guest critics. You should know that the curator insists the questionnaire be carried out offline and by interviewers. He thinks that only by interviews can we truly understand the audience, as well as show the museum's sincerity. She gives you another list. Here is a list of the audience who are willing to be interviewed. Please question them accordingly to the list. The final score is calculated according to the number of questionnaires completed. You take the list confidently. Got it, leave it to me. Volunteer points can be settled at any time. I wish you all the best in getting the studio. Okay, so we became volunteers and do plenty of field investigation. Okay, the next survey, cafe. After receiving your volunteer tasks, you soon save enough points to exchange for the studio. But in addition to the props of the scene, you still need to get some decorations and a birthday cake for Artem. In order to understand Artem's preference, you add some questions to the museum questionnaire and ask him to fill it. You find a break during work to meet Artem at the coffee shop downstairs of the office. I didn't expect there to be so many fans of Mockingbird in the audience. During the past few days, I've heard many different comments about the movie critic Mockingbirds. There are many opinions about the mysterious film critic and many speculations about his real identity. But you still hold strong to your original speculation that Artem is the Mockingbird. It's interesting to look at Mr. Wing from this perspective. Sorry to keep you waiting. I took a call and got delayed for a while. Artem arrives. He put his coat on the back of a chair and sits down opposite you. It wasn't long. I came early. Mr. Wayne, this is the film festival questionnaire I told you about before. Could you fill it in for me? Certainly. In fact, you don't have to invite me to coffee just for this. You give the modified questionnaire to Artem as naturally as possible. You haven't had a break since lunch. You'll be busy all afternoon if I didn't ask you out for a cup of coffee. You taught me to manage work and rest properly to be more efficient. You win. Artem takes the questionnaire and begins to fill it in without any questions. Seeing the serious look on his face, you start to get nervous. Mr. Wing will probably find it strange to see questions like, what kind of cake do you like on the survey? Well, there's no other way around it. All your recent attempts at finding Artem's preference in the past few days has failed. For example, on Wednesday, you and Celestine tried to use staff benefit as an excuse to ask Artem about his birthday preference. It went smoothly at first. You started the topic of birthdays and it soon became a hot discussion among your colleagues. But when you asked Artem, what do you want for birthday benefits, Mr. Wing? I don't have anything special in mind. Let's go with what everybody wants. Just give us an idea, something to brainstorm. Artem's cell phone rang before he could see anything. Then he got called away by the client. When he came back, the discussion of birthday benefits was long over. It's not that obvious that I added those personal questions to the survey, right? You watch for Artem's response, a rack of nerves. With the rack of nerves, I think. Sure enough, halfway through the paper, he frowns. Huh? Mr. Wing, what's wrong? Hobbies, favorite colors. Do you need to know about these things for the festival questionnaire? He pointed to the part you added. Yes, this is specially designed. Only by understanding your preference can we do more precise data analysis. Oh my god. This is the most reasonable excuse you can think of. And what kind of gift and cake would you like to receive on your birthday? Is this also for data collection? Well, I hear the museum is going to give birthday gifts to its members. How nice of them, don't you think? Oh, I see. Artem nods and continues to fill in the questionnaire without further comments. Okay, I'm done. Is this okay? Finally, the questionnaire is complete. You take it and flip through it. All the questions have been filled in. Yes, this is perfect. Good. So, anything else? Nope. Artem's eyes scan the questionnaire and flitting back and forth for a few seconds. He seems eager to say something, but stops. Really? Yeah, really. What's wrong, Mr. Wing? He sighs almost imperceptibly. It's just a questionnaire. You don't have to be so nervous. Looks like your reactions raised Artem's suspicion after all. No, I was just afraid that you might find it annoying because there are a lot of questions. No, don't be. It's nothing. No trouble at all. Well, I have to go to get back to work. Okay, I'll be right behind you. Autumn stands up but pauses as he picks up his jacket. He then looks at you contemplatively. You really don't have to feel troubled. You can come to me if you need anything. Okay. As you watch his figure disappear outside the shop, you suddenly realize that he may have misunderstood you. Mr. Wing may be thinking that I am having difficulties with life, but I am too embarrassed to talk to him. As his partner, acting so awkwardly over a questionnaire was a mistake. But at the moment, you can't explain anything to Artem. You will just have to wait until his birthday is over. So carefully, you begin to read the questionnaire that Artem had just completed. Typical Mr. Wing, he took it so seriously. It can be said to be a standard Artem answer. The handwriting is neat and the answers are clear and precise. Even your personal questions were taken seriously, and all the information you wanted was provided. Great, this time it will be a success. Things are going to work out. After work, you can go buy the other props to decorate the studio. Artem's office. That night, when Artem finishes his work, he takes out the Introduction to the Psychology of Love book from his drawer again. Oh my god, we missed this book! He turns to the page of two-way secret admiration, his fingertip wandering between the lines. Behaviors of someone interested in you. First, initiation, including private invitation, active inquiry of your interests and hobbies. Second, nervousness, especially when alone, may appear tense and disoriented. Although both private invitation and nervousness were present, she seemed to be more concerned about the completion of the questionnaire. Autumn frowns, thinking about her behavior today, thinking and pondering about those uncomplicated scenes. Although I still don't understand your intentions, my heart has always been certain. I'll try and slowly convey it to you. Okay, so the next one, dubbing contest. Film museum. Do you really like me? Even my clothes? I like your clothes. And my hair is not too brown. I like brown. Artem and you are participating in the holographic dubbing competition at the Film Museum. Of course, your goal is to get volunteer points. Mr. Wing's performing admirably. Looks like I'll be getting the points this time as well. For the scene, you need a kitchen window poster and you'll have enough points for it if you win this competition. I only mentioned that I want to try voice acting. I never thought that Mr. Wing would agree to it right away. The holographic projection plays the scene between the male and female protagonists in about time, making it immersive dubbing experience. The clip includes the first encounter between the male and female characters and the scene where they meet again at the party and start dating. Artem's voice is soft and pleasant, just like the protagonist in the film. You were a little nervous at first, but gradually, under the guidance of Artem's voice, you slowly relax. It seems film line next. I'm so looking forward to Artem's performance. In the film, this was where the protagonist Tim comes to the balcony. He wanted to invite Mary to live with him, so the two can be alone. If we leave now, it won't just be the start. Suddenly, Artem pauses a little. Although it did not affect the rhythm of the dialogue between the two, his speed of speech seems to slow down compared to before. You subconsciously look to the left and find that the prompter in front of him is actually blank. Artem's prompter is broken. You are about to ask for a suspension of the competition and let the staff come up to repair the device. But then Autumn speaks again. He's still going at it. I like your eyes. I like the rest of your face. His soft voice is full of affection. It feels more like he's talking to a lover than dubbing. Mr. Wing, memorize this line. As though proving your speculation correct, Artem goes on smoothly. It is your turn to look at your lines. You quickly adjust yourself and focus on the script again. Not just a start, 10 amazing starts. Thanks to Artem's outstanding performance, you managed to perfectly finish the dubbing. Mr. Win, just now, did you memorize all the lines? Well, luckily, I didn't make any big mistakes. I usually watch this movie in the original language, so knowing that we have to dub the translated script, I studied it beforehand. Luckily, it came in handy. That's true, he always preferred the originals, whether it be films or books. Oh, I see. I thought you were really precise in portraying the character emotions. Is this also because you're well prepared? Sort of. I'm not a voice actor, but I know that saying character is the key to dubbing. So I rewatched the film several times from the perspective of a voice actor as last minute preparation. You're too modest. I feel like there are similarities between you and the male protagonist. Similarities? Yeah, you're both attorneys and are both very kind. Hearing that, Artem starts to look a little disappointed. It's that so, but I've always found that he has quite a lot of qualities that I'm jealous of. Oh, yeah, for the sake of seeing his loved one, he's traveled back in time over and over, waiting again and again until he finally succeeds. I admire his courage. Mr. Wing, are there things that you need to work up the courage to achieve as well? Yes. Then I believe that you will be able to do it. Oh, in my eyes, you are always the reliable one, whether it's in life or at work. It could be a complex law case or a casual dubbing event. As long as you are there, I would feel at ease. So no matter what it is that you have to do, I'm sure that you will succeed, without a doubt. Because you are the ever capable, ever trusty Mr. Wing. Autumn looks at you seriously, then smiles. Okay, I won't let you down. He pauses for a moment. Actually, I took this competition rather seriously, but not out of habit. You mentioned that winning this event will earn you a lot of points, so I had to help you win no matter what. In the end, you both won the dubbing competition just like you wanted. You instantly head off to exchange for the background setting you need and place it in its rightful spot on the stage. Okay, so the next one. Exchange film reviews, live studio. As Artem's birthday approaches, the film festival is about to end, and the scene you needed to finish decorating was almost complete. All that's left now are some bits and pieces. Dad and you still need to get him a birthday present. Maybe the complete volume of international film scripts from the list of gifts would work. This is perfect for a movie lover like Mr. Win. To get this gift set, you need 200 volunteer points or to clinch first place in the film critic competition. Combined with the remaining items I need to get, it will be hard to collect the extra 200 points. I guess winning the film critic competition is the only way. Cafe. You can't just watch one film to win this competition. During this time, you come to the museum every day as soon as you leave work to increase your film knowledge. Surprisingly, this caught the attention of Rory Terry, the director of Thousand Stars, the award-winning film. Mr. Terry treated me like his personal student. We started chatting and eventually became good friends. Mr. Terry, this is Artem Wing. He's my work partner and also a film enthusiast. Artem has been very busy these past few days. A lot of the work is beyond your capability to help. Not wanting Artem to get exhausted from work, you invite him to meet Mr. Terry to take his mind off things. Rory, long time no see. Miss Shiraira said that she wanted to introduce me to someone, and here I was wondering who it could be. It's been a while, Artem. Do you know each other? Artem smiles happily like he's reunited with an old friend. Rory and I studied law together. We're in the same year. He just changed profession, that's all. The law exams were too hard for me. I got sick of memorizing laws. Well, we're all friends here. There's no need to be modest. Shirara is my partner. She's been getting ready for the critic competition. She watched your movie Thousand Stars a good many times. Mr. Wing, how did you know? You had Thousand Stars playing on your tablet when eating lunch. I've seen it a few times already. Do you like the movie that much? You've never mentioned it when we chatted before. I thought you didn't like it, so I avoided talking about it. Oh no, I love Thousand Stars. Because I'm about to compete in a critic event, I've been cheating to talk to the director about it. So, it's just getting to know the director's idea behind your work. You still have to judge for yourself whether you like it or not. Yeah, don't get too stressed about it. We release a lot of material about the concepts of the film, but still not everyone likes it. Come on, give me your opinions. Take it as if you're about to spoil the movie for me. Can you do that? Then I'll give you my 2 cents. I think Thousand Stars has a very coherent plot, clear pacing, and the actors' performances are splendid. Especially the two male leads, they are both very charismatic on screen. However, when it comes to the cons, you can't help throwing a sideways glance to Artem. Artem gives you a gentle nod and you work up the courage to speak. However, I don't agree with the exceptional antagonist performance that everyone is boasting about. The final confrontation between the villain and the hero is exciting, but it is only because the male lead is fueling the antagonist's mood. The explosive scene and the editing technique of double switching the heroine also increases tension. In contrast, the antagonist's acting skill does not stand out as well. What do you think? I see. Artem, what do you think? Don't tell me you didn't watch my film. Rory pretends to make a threatening gesture at Artem. I agree with Shiraira. Oh, you think so too? If you weren't so busy, you might have seen the Mockingbird's review of Thousand Stars. Of course, it's even better to hear it from Artem in person. Yes, this scene is the final showdown between the villain and the hero, trying to kill each other at all costs. The villain is supposed to be very powerful, calm and calculating, but here he seems to be very emotional. He shouldn't have to use large body movement. It'd be more suitable to impress the audience with more subtle expressions. His sneers are slightly exaggerated, and he also swings his arms a lot more to make up for his lack of expressions. His deliberately raised voice makes the villain no longer seem calm, but closer to being mad, which conflicts with the original character setting. Although the villain's performance is a bit raw, he still has great potential in acting, seeing that he is a Rocky. Rory claps with a smile. Not bad, Artem. You really do get straight to the point. Yes, the villain is talented young actor who just graduated and needs more experience. I didn't realize you'd have such a good eye for acting, miss, and you and Artem have very similar ideas. With that, he looks back and forth between Artem and ambiguously with an ambiguous yet knowing look. I'm flattered. I am just an amateur and I don't watch a lot of movies unlike Artem. Film reviews are supposed to be an expression of your views. They are not the same as professional opinions. Personally, I think that it's good reviews if it resonates with the audience. We watch a lot of films together and we agree with each other every time. In fact, I can always learn new things from your evaluation. Mr. Wing, Miss, this is the first time I'm hearing Artem sing these many praises about someone. Rory's tone and expression are getting increasingly suggestive. Rory, stop joking around. Alright, you're still the same as ever, I see. Then all of you start talking about other films. You can sense the stress and tension lifting from Artem's body as time went on. He is now completely relaxed. If Artem gets too relaxed, then this trip is worth it. You also get a lot of inspiration from chatting with the true professionals. At night, she returned home and polished the movie reviews that you had written, then formally submit the entries. Fortunately, you win first prize. As planned, you get a complete volume of international film scripts. Okay, the last one. Oh, birthday celebration. On the day of Artem's birthday, you ask Celestine to help make arrangements for him to leave work on time. And you invite him to the museum with the excuse of needing more volunteers to help with the stage setup. To distract him from picking up on your intentions, you talk to him about your volunteer work along the way. Soon you arrive at the studio. Is the place that needs help us? Oh my god! Wait! Is the place that needs help up ahead? Yep, come on, we're almost there. You try to suppress your nervousness as you come to a door. Behind it lies the scene that you have carefully arranged. Holding on Artem's hand, you take a deep breath and push the door open. Happy birthday, Mr. Wing. You give him your blessings as soon as you step into the room. This. He sees a foreign looking street and a bright window that gives off comforting vibes. That's the scene you choose. It was the location of Tim and Mary's first date after he went back in time. In the film, after dinner, Mary stands at the store entrance and asks Tim if he could walk her to the car. That's where their story really starts. Whether it is the sign on the door, the hanging plants, or the mottled street decoration, it all reminds one of that. It all reminds one of that wonderful night. This is the restaurant of Tim and Mary's first dates. Yes, I knew you'd recognize it right away. Of course, you'd made some changes to the original scene and added the birthday decorations, like the rows of colored lights on the roof and the flags with happy birthday on them, and the gift piled up beside the coffee table. Among them is the book, the complete volume of international film scripts. Facing such a situation, Artem, who's always calm, could not help but look completely surprised. So knowing that it would be difficult to explain everything in one shot, you decide to sit him down first. Okay, I know you must have a lot of questions right now, Mr. Wing, but let's sit down first and try the dessert and coffee I made. Then I'll tell you the secret. So you recreate the scene from about time because you found out how much I like the movie. Hearing about how you collected the stage props, Artem's expressions began to soften. Yes, birthdays are about making people happy after all, so I choose your favorite phone. Thank you. He looks at the furniture around him, gently stroking the window full of hanging plants. Tim invited Mary to leave the doll party to come to this restaurant with transparent windows. They have dinner here, talk about their lives, and then walk down the street. Yeah, it's such a classic, memorable scene, and the chef's decoration in front of the restaurant is almost exactly the same. You managed to recreate all of this thanks to the film museum. They had these replicas made. I just had to exchange for them with points. By the way, I have another special gift for you. It's another reason why I did all the volunteer work. You handed the pamphlet to Artem. These are the film's festival audience comments on Mockingbird. With the museum's consent, you selected the part of questionnaire related to the Mockingbird and bounded it into a booklet as a gift to Artem. Now, you eagerly anticipate his reaction. Hearing the name Mockingbird, Artem is a little surprised. Mockingbird, why are you giving this to me? Well, you may not like those critics on the internet, but the Mockingbird is different. He has a similar writing style as you, so I thought you would probably agree with him. So, you like him? Well, I've read all of his articles many times over. Unfortunately, he never published anything about himself. Even the event organizer could only try to invite him online. I would love to find out who he is. You watch Artem carefully, trying to find flaws in his attempt to disguise his identity. However, I am the Mockingbird. Oh my god! I'm so straight to the point. Artem admits right away. So you're admitting it? Judging from your reaction, I suppose you have already guessed it? Yes, I have. Sorry, I should have told you. I guess it the last time I saw you post a picture of the shadow puppets. Then I realized that you and the Mockingbird have a lot in common, which basically confirmed my suspicion. This gift and also the questions about the Mockingbird that I added to the survey are my attempts to find out more about you. You are the first. You are the first. Perhaps he's blushing. Perhaps it is due to the lighting, but Artem's face seems to glow with a faint shade of red. You are the first who have gone through so much trouble for me. I like this gift very much. Well, I'm glad you like it. Artem's eyes are full of tenderness. You are subconsciously captivated by them. I never thought of hiding this from you, but as a film critic, I prefer to remain anonymous. Once you reveal your identity, everything becomes more difficult. I always thought I was very good at maintaining anonymity. I never show my face or post personal data. Even acquaintances find it hard to make their connection. I didn't think you'd read them so many times. You're probably the only one who knows about my identity. Rest assured, Mr. Wing, I'm not going to reveal Mockingbird's true identity. This can be our secrets, okay? Oh my god. Okay, it'll be our little secret. Suddenly, Artem gently holds your hand. Wait. Thank you. You have done so much preparation for my birthday. Recreating a movie scene, preparing gifts, and planning all these things carefully. I like it a lot. Because of you, I finally realized what it means to enjoy the small things in life. We're all traveling through time together every day of our lives. All we can do is do our best to relish the remarkable ride. He whispers a quote from the film. This is Tim's last monologue in about time. Yeah, after going back in time again, he realized the value of ordinary life. I recall, he finally understands that the most important thing is not to go back in time, but to cherish what he has now. That's right, even if such a life will be one full of regrets. I watch this film several times a year, but I understand this line differently every time. Like the protagonist, I used to dream about traveling through time to change the facts that I can't control, but not anymore, especially after meeting you. His ears turn red. The words that reach your ears are loud and clear. You feel your cheeks begin to burn. I Suddenly, you find yourself in a romantic foreign street with Artem. The night is blurry and the lights are muddled. And Artem, with your hand firmly in his grip, takes you through the stars until the end of time. Your residence. After the festival, the ever-popular Mockingbird refused to be interviewed and never appeared at the closing ceremony. But at the invitation of the organizers, he sent an article expressing his views on the festivals and the films. You read the article carefully and see an unexpected paragraph. Every detail in life brings joy. So all we can do is do our best to relish this remarkable ride. I will do my best to cherish it. Your eyes rest on this paragraph for a long time, revealing a heartfelt yet knowing smile. Oh, seriously?
네, 저예요. 방금 집에 도착했어요. 당신이 준 선물도 잘 간직하고 있어요. 그 소장판 대본 모음집은 언제든지 읽을 수 있게 침대 머리맡에 뒀어요. 이걸 보고 있으니 당신이 저를 위해 준비해 준 것들이 생각나네요. 당신이 만든 세트장도 어렵게 얻은 선물도 모두 평생 간직할 추억이 될 거예요. 여태껏 생일은 특별히 축하할 필요 없다고 생각했어요. 깜짝 이벤트도 어르신들이나 아이들을 즐겁게 해주기 위한 것이라고 생각했죠. 하지만 이제는 그 의미를 알겠어요. 그래서 저도 중요한 순간에 당신을 위해서 깜짝 이벤트를 준비하고 싶어요. 당신이 가장 좋아하는 영화, 케이크, 그리고 커피 취향 모두 기억할게요. 당신이 저를 위해 해준 것처럼 저도 당신의 취향, 소원, 당신의 모든 것들을 알 수 있도록 노력할 거예요. 저는 당신을 더 많이 알고 싶고 당신과 미래의 소소한 일상을 함께하고 싶어요. 네, 그럼 됐어요. 시간이 늦었네요. 오늘 많이 바빠서 피곤할 텐데 얼른 쉬어요.
Yeah, wait, let's see. I think we got an invitation, right? This display, oh my god!
제게 이렇게 마음 써준 사람은 당신이 처음이에요. 우리가 벌써 이렇게나 가까워졌나요?
Oh my god, Rosa is so beautiful. Artem is beautiful, but Rosa is... oh my god. Yeah, I am mesmerized. Okay. About time. Oh my god. Wait, is this a real movie? Let me Google first. What is it? About time. Oh my god, it is a real movie. It is. Oh my god. It's by Rachel Adams. Rachel. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. I'm not like. It's just that. Oh, okay. About time. This is a sci-fi romance film that was directed by Richard Curtis, which screened in 2013. In the movie, the protagonist Tim discovers he has the ability to travel through time. He uses this ability over and over until he's able to marry the love of his life, Mary. Tim Tim met a girl named Mary at a party. However, his attempt to help another person caused him to miss this encounter. To prevent this from happening, he went back in time again to meet her at the party again. The two of them started dating and they eventually got married and had kids. Tim needed to keep his ability a secret, so he kept it hidden, even from Mary. Their marriage was filled with many problems that Tim solved with his ability. It wore him down until his father inspired him to live each day as if it was his last. This prompted Tim to use his ability less and less, for he understood that cherishing every moment with Mary was more important. There are many memorable quotes from the movie, such as, "I just try to live every day as if I've deliberately come back to this one day to enjoy it as if it was the final day of my extraordinary life." Another memorable quote is, "We're all traveling through time together every day of our lives. All we can do is do our best to relish this remarkable ride." Oh my god. Thousand Planets. Okay, this film, directed by Rory Cherry, premiered at the Stellis Film Festival and won the gold medal. The film describes a future in which two best friends have to help save the world. However, for various reasons, they ended up becoming enemies. The plot wasn't complex by any means, but still won the gold medal for its outstanding camera shots and actor performance. Entertainment. Stellis Film Festival. This Grand International Film Festival is hosted by the Stellis Museum and runs for an entire month. It is renowned for discovering outstanding film and up-and-coming filmmakers from all over the world. Aside from these traditional awards, there are also rewards such as New Director and Screenwriter Awards. Holographic Dubbing Competition. This competition is one of the events at the Stellis Film Festival, using state-of-the-art holographic technology capable of projecting real scenes while the contestants stand to the side in awe. Okay, though. Have you finished with the volunteer work? You must be real tired. Let me help you relax over the weekend. Do you have anything you want to do in mind? Oh, I want him cook. I'd like you to cook for me. Sure. What would you like to eat? I'll make preparation in advance. Yay, you're the best. I'll see you on the weekend then. You said that you volunteered for points to exchange for something that you wanted. You should have already obtained it, right? Can you tell me what it is? It's something meaningful. I can't tell you what it is just yet. Okay, you can tell me when you're ready. I don't mean to keep it a secret from you. Don't worry, you must have your reason for not telling me right now. Take your time. I'll wait until you're ready to tell me. Wait, can... Ooh. I can... Wait. I want to... Is it this?
もしもし、私だ。ああ、今家に着いたところだ。君からのプレゼントもちゃんとしまっておいた。あのシナリオ集は枕元だ。いつでも見られるようにな。これを見ると、今日君が心を込めて用意してくれたもの、その全てを思い出せるんだ。君が作ってくれたセットも、渡してくれたプレゼントたちも、全てが私の大切な思い出だ。前までは、誕生日を特別に祝う必要なんてないと思っていた。そういうのは、お年寄りや子供を喜ばせるためのものだとな。 だが今はそうすることの意味が分かった気がするんだ。だから今後は大切な日に私も君にサプライズを用意したいと思っている。お気に入りの映画にケーキやコーヒーの趣味、君が私にしてくれたように私も君が喜ぶさまざまなことを理解していくつもりだ。私は君のことをもっとよく知りたいんだ。そしてこれからの日々を君と共に過ごしていきたい。ああ、約束する。もうこんな時間か。今日は一日忙しかっただろう。早く休みなさい。おやすみ。良い夢を。
Yes, Artem. Yes. Yeah, and then I will do this. So yeah, okay. Yeah, let me exit this first. Okay. Okay. I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all. So I will continue